Okay, how many of you people, I'm asking like I can see you raise your hand, but sure, go ahead, raise your hand if you have been watching what's going on in France as far as the protest goes and everything like that. I've kind of been paying attention to it. I've seen a lot of the videos. I don't have any videos to show, but I've seen some videos where the police and the protesters are beating each other up and dragging each other around, and smoke grenades and tear gas going off all over the place, and all this stuff. I've even seen a couple of videos where people are literally sitting in a restaurant eating, and then right outside is cars on fire and stuff. It's almost like something out of a movie. There's Ever since I saw what was going on with this, something was I had to look into it. Something wasn't sitting right. And so I was looking into it, and because the thing is, they're saying, oh, this is because of the pension reform thing. I don't know. So let's just go ahead and get into this. So France is in complete chaos and protest right now. They're still going on, but they're claiming it's due to pension reform. Again, this doesn't sit right. So what has been going on with this pension reform is they're raising the retirement age from 62 to 64. So they're literally raising the age up 2 years. And the controversial part of this, and even I will say this is bad, Macron used Article 49.3, which is a thing from their constitution where it allows them to bypass a parliament vote. So he was able to push through this without even have a parliament vote. That's what's going on with that. But this is not making sense. You're raising the pension rate from 2 years, 62 to 64, but everybody that you're seeing out there protesting and everything like that is a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds. Again, something's not right there. So after the pension the pension reform stuff excuse, I'm also seeing another excuse that it's built up from the lockdowns. Well, I have to say no to that, because if you remember, during the lockdowns, France was also in mass protest, and all the same stuff was going on. So you can't say that it's all built up from the lockdowns. No, they already got all that out during the lockdown. So again, something's not making sense. There's controlled actors at play. We see this globally. We see this stuff going on. If you want to take it in the homeland here, we had the BLM riots and all that stuff. There's actors involved. So I did a little digging, and I'll tell you what, this was a pain in the butt because I do not read French. And to find this information, I had to go into French websites and then like transfer over to Google Translate. And anyways, I found something that I think is interesting. So back on November 10th of 2022, the French government ordered all weapons and ammo to be returned to the state in which roughly 4 million munitions were brought in. Yeah, France does actually have weapons, even though they're very strict on them. They're still out there. But what they did is they ordered people to return all weapons and ammo, and they ended up getting roughly about 4 million munitions from this. That was November 10th. Then what followed on December 20th was an order by Macron for 10 million tear gas canisters for an estimated 38 million euros. So right after, about a month after, they ordered everybody to return their weapons, they then put in a giant order for tear gas canisters. Looking a little interesting. If we look at the title of this order document, it's precise in its terms, stating to supply law enforcement grenades and accessories intended for the services of the National Police and the National Gendarmerie. I don't know how to pronounce that, but they're high up type of authority figures. So the order form specifies propulsion, smoke, and tear gas grenades, along with all their timers and caps and all the accessories and stuff that goes along with it. This is by far the largest order the state has placed in years. I mean, I looked back to 2017. I think it was 2017, and the largest order like this was only like 5 point something million euros. So you go from 5 point something million to 38 million euros. They were preparing for something. They knew something was coming, and you can't tell me it was pension reform. That doesn't add up. The tender on the order, so remember, November 10th, 2022, they ordered all weapons. The tender on that order was opened November 11th, 2022. The day after they ordered everybody to bring their weapons in, they opened the order tender for the 10 million tear gas canisters. They were preparing for this. They had this planned out. We've been seeing that a lot. I know I may sound like a broken record when they say, oh, it's all planned out. Well, I'm telling you, this was planned out. They knew it was coming. So that tender was opened on November 11th, 2022, the day after the weapons grab, and it was to close January 10th, 2023. So it looks like they got it all paid off and they got their musicians. Again, they were prepared. The thing is why? I don't have the answer for that. As much as I scoured the French news websites, I don't have an answer for that. I'm waiting for resolve just as much as you guys, but obviously they wanted something to happen in this magnitude of what's going on with there, because it's not looking too good there. Keep in mind, because I know a lot of people are, it could be people are fed up with the corruption and stuff like that. Again, I'm not buying that, but keep in mind that Macron was handpicked and groomed by the WEF mastermind Jacques Attali. That's a name that I haven't talked about in a while. A lot of people want to talk about Klaus Schwab, but one of the main architects along with Klaus is the French dude Jacques Attali. I may do another dive into him again as a refresher, because I think the last time I talked about him was a long time ago when I didn't have many people watching. So I may do that. But keep in mind, Macron is a handpicked guy, and we've seen them interchange their handpicked people before. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden Macron is removed. I'm not saying he's going to be, but I'm just saying if he just all of a sudden gets removed, well, they're done with him, at least in that position. So all this stuff's planned out. All this stuff is under their control right now. So they're all puppets. That's something to keep in mind. But as far as why they're doing it, I don't know. All I know is all this information connects the dots to me that it's not about pension reform. It's not about built up lockdown rage. It's about they planned it and they wanted this to happen for a specific reason. So that's the conclusion that I have come to as far as that goes. I don't know why I'm talking in this voice. It's not even French. I should have been talking in a French. Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, so that's what I got as far as that goes. Viva la revolution, I guess. I don't know. I'm losing my mind, guys. Lord Jesus, please come soon.